Martin said, "Stop the lies. Africans are from Ham." Genesis 9:20-27. Yes, y'all know a lot
That
about
on
children.
that's stupid. That's stupid. Let's break this down. The word Africa was used based on colonizers. They want us to believe that the whole entire Africa is nothing but the children of Ham. That is a one West doctrine. That is dumb to believe. That's stupid. That's stupid, man. This is how they got it broke down. They get this from Christianity. This is how they got the old world broken down. Anything west of the Nile, all that's the children of Ham. This is what they want us to believe. Then if you start talking about what they call the Middle East, which we know that that term came in 1945 by World War II correspondence, man. It wasn't prior to 1945, it wasn't called the Middle East. So now from the Middle East to Asia, or what they will call like Iraq and them different areas, is the land of Shem. Then they say the land of Japheth is where Europe and all that is at. This is what they say, but they don't tell you anybody that been to Israel. I've been to Israel. When you go to Israel, they got an area where they show you where where Israel sits on the tectonic plate. You have a scholar right in Dimona that do tours from Israel to Egypt by the name of Dr. Sar Eliakim Ben Yahuda. You can go right now on YouTube and just type him up, look it up, and they give you tours and they show you that Israel sits on the tectonic plate, the African tectonic plate. And then when you look at flora and fauna, or if you talk about animal and plant, why when you go into the southern Negev, which you find in Joshua chapter 15, start at verse 22 down to 42, where you see the name Dimona. The Negev is a local term that's talking about the greater extension of the Sahara Desert. The Negev Desert that's in Israel is an extension of the Sahara Desert. They have the same animal and plant life. This is an extension of the body of Africa. It is northeastern Africa. The Suez Canal was dug from 1859 to 1869. These are just facts, man, that these guys have to stop playing these games. We know for a fact that all the tribes in Africa are not descendants of Ham. You got some that's descendants of Ham. You got some that's descendants of Shem. There's some that's descendants of Japheth. And there's some that are descendants of aboriginal tribes that are not even descendants of Noah. That's a different story, a different topic that I'm not going to touch on right now. But the whole point that I'm saying, even when you start talking about Esau, the Edomites, they believe that the Edomites are the white race. That comes from one West camps. The first one to start teaching that was Rabbi Bivens. He the one, no, I'm sorry, not Rabbi Bivens. What's his name? Prophet Cherry in 1886. He's the first one to start teaching that the Edomites were the so-called white race. For you to say that that's another thing. So-called black people that you call Canaanites were the ones that came up with the Edomite doctrine being the white race. When in fact, you can go into West Africa amongst the Undu tribes in West Africa, they're descendants of Esau. But they're a black tribe that look like Judah Natural, but they redder, they're darker and redder. And even their hair, when their hair grow, it's woolly, but it's red. What are you talking about? You have tribes right now that are in Africa that's saying that they're descendants of Shem. They're saying that we know who the Canaan. We can go right now to the Maasai tribe. They're descendants of Cush and Canaan. When you look at their whole, when you study chronology, when you look at their phenol structure, they're totally different from so-called African Americans. So-called African Americans look more Oriental than so-called than Hamitic. Our women got them oval faces. You know I'm telling the truth. Chinky eyes. We're built different. We look different. We're totally different. So to sit back and lie to the people